The Shining was a film directed by Stanley Kubrick from 1980. It is most well known for its extremely well done performances from Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall and Danny Lloyd, who is surprisingly well for a child actor. Jack Nicholson brings a certain amount of gravitas to his performance, and he is so enthralling and entertaining. His slow descent from madness is so amazing to watch, and it's an excellent character study, as some of the best horror movies are. Shelley Duvall works very well for Wendy Torrance, and she plays it with such a reserved note, but she brings the emotional weight when she needs to. Danny Lloyd, playing Danny, is also very good for a child actor. He has a certain realism to his acting, which I really appreciated. I also very much enjoyed the amazing direction, long takes of just the camera just moving. It was very well done. The best examples are when, especially in the beginning when he's giving a tour, the end in the maze, or Danny's little ride when he goes and encounters the O'Grady sisters. The cinematography, while subtle, is also very well done. I'm extremely impressed by it. I really do think it shines. In the when Johnny's chasing Danny, or not Johnny, Jack is chasing Danny in the maze with the very well done lighting. And I also do enjoy it in the bathroom in room 237. That nice aqua kind of teal tint to that bathroom really adds a certain amount of a nice color that hasn't been present in the film. And I also do love the nice overhead helicopter shots as well. I also really enjoyed the pacing. This movie is 2.5 hours, but you really don't feel it. And it's very easy for a movie like this to come off as slow, especially with the kind of slow progression into madness. But I think Stanley Kubrick pulls it off, in part due to the editing of the film, and I really appreciated it. The writing was also very well done, contributing many well-known lines, such as, "Here's Johnny," or, "I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm just gonna bash your brains in. Bash them right the fuck in." Just excellent writing here. The story was also very enthralling and interesting. The background with Jack being a former alcoholic and breaking his son's arm, and then they go to this hotel and cabin fever kicks in. I also love the score. It really enhances the movie, and it's very eerie and very haunting, and it really elevates the film for me. I also really enjoyed the ending, but we'll get to that later. And most of all, I think the imagery, such as the blood pouring out of the elevator, the O'Grady sisters, the ending, is all so haunting and chilling. It's so well done, and it's such brilliant storytelling done by Kubrick, who is such a visual storytelling master. Now we're going to get into spoilers, so if you have by chance not seen this film, do not watch this part. And for those who will not be watching the rest, I give this movie a 5 out of 5. So anyways, getting to the ending, Jack is killed from supposedly hypothermia after he is chasing a non-existent Danny through the maze, and he freezes. And then the camera goes into the golden room, or the gold room, I believe, and it pans into the picture, and in the middle we see Jack Torrance on a photo taken July 4th, 1921. Now this is really, really interesting to me. It obviously ties into some of his earlier kind of hallucinations, if you will, earlier in the gold room with the bar and the bartender, and later on the party and Mr. O'Grady there as well. It's kind of hard to put my finger on. I do believe it's some sort of it's like some sort of time travel portal. Maybe the whole Overlook Hotel is. It sounds kind of weird, but I'm sure there is some explanation for it. The only thing I can't explain, though, is that the dog man performing fellatio on the guy. That just seemed out of place to me. I really can't think of anything that would be symbolic for that. Also some other themes present. The whole Indian burial ground cliche, if you will, but there's a lot of Indian art and carpentry present throughout the film, and in the pantry there's Indian food And it's just very well done. It's kind of a reserved message, or the underlying German themes with his typewriter. And yeah, it's just such a well done movie. Kubrick is an excellent visual storyteller, and he brings a certain gravitas to this film with excellent acting, brilliant direction, enthralling visuals, and brilliant cinematography. And once again, I give this film a 5 out of 5.